Yo, what's up guys? As you can see in the title, you want to make some money real quick, just like I'm talking. So, you see this Deluxo right here? Literally like a few days ago, I didn't have any money. I could just dream about having this car. But with this quick tutorial, you'll be able to afford this car and more. So, without further ado, let me just get into it. So, the first thing you're going to want to have is you're going to want to have to grind 2.2 million. So you're going to have about that in your bank account. So once you have that in your bank account, I know that there's a bit of a paywall to this, but believe me, trust me, it is worth it. So if you grind out 2.2 million doing Headhunter and Sightseer, doing all of them missions, if you don't know what they are, you just hold down the middle pad in the middle of your PS4 controller, or press M on keyboard, I think. It will come up here, and then you can sign up as a VIP. You have to have 50,000 in your account. So if you don't have 50,000, go and do some Simeone missions on your map. But yeah, so Simeone is this. That pays very well because it's double money. So yeah, I would definitely suggest doing that. And once you get to 2.2 million, what you want to do is you want to go onto your phone and go to internet. And here you're going to go to Warstock Cash and Carry. Okay, once you're here, you're going to scroll down, and no, you're actually not going to scroll down, it's right here. Kosaka, I don't know how you say it. This is what you want to buy. So if you want to get some customization, it's 75,000. I don't recommend you getting this until you're rich, so yeah. And this is going to cost you about 2.2 million minimum. Okay, right, once you've done that, you have your Kosaka now. So what you can do is to spawn it in the water anywhere. You're going to go here and go down to services and Kosaka, and then request Kosaka. Okay, and also if you want to get a dinghy to get out there fast, you go back to that menu, Kosaka, and then request dinghy, and it will just spawn in the nearest like bit of water near you. But if you have a Deluxo, you can just drive there. But you wouldn't be watching this guide if you have a Deluxo, because you'd already be rich. Anyway, you'll see on your map like a little like torpedo looking thing, like there. You see that thing? So we'll say Kosaka. That's your submarine. So you're just going to want to go to that, and just for the sake of this video, I'm just going to spawn a dinghy just to show you. So just go here. Request dinghy. I mean, you can just go above water on this thing, but I'll just go and use it. Don't know why I wasn't going out there. Right, just gonna get on your dinghy and go to your submarine. I do have to say something first though. You're gonna need a few upgrades for this to be in the long term, because it's gonna help you out in the long term. But for the first few times, you can make millions without the upgrades, but then you're gonna need them to make your life easier. I mean, you don't have to get them, but it's gonna make your life a whole lot easier. And if you couldn't tell already, we're gonna be doing a heist. And you might be thinking, oh, heist, well, you're gonna need a crew for that, aren't you? Well, that's the catch here, that you do not need a crew. All you need is just yourself. You just need to have a brain, and that's all. And believe me, this heist is so easy. I literally got an AFK on it to go and eat some food, and I came back and I literally completed the heist. So that's how easy it is. So yeah. So what you're going to do is you're going to just come in here and you're going to be like, oh, well, where do you go? There's this massive like screen sort of thing. So set up the Caprico heist. 25,000 is a very good price to set it up. So yep, you wish to proceed. And then what you're going to do here is you're going to gather intel. Okay, so gathering intel is where you press gather intel. I'm going to go further into this in the video, but there's many other guides you can watch for this. So gather intel, you're just basically going to fly into the Caprico island, which is where your heist is going to be, and you're just going to scope out some points on the map. You know, where to find like the cocaine, cash, weed, gold, where to all find it. But if you're doing the solo, you will not be able to get the gold. Anyway, you're going to have a primary target as well. So them are all secondary, like cocaine and weed and all that. That's secondary targets. So they're not your main focus. Your main focus is to go for the primary target, which will either be a tequila bottle, a ruby necklace, a pink diamond, or the safe, or so bearer bonds in the safe. Or you might get, if it's a special week, you might get the Golden Panther statue, which is worth almost 2 million, which is ridiculous. But yeah, and yeah, so you're just going to gather intel, scope out the island, do a little mission on there. Just stay out of the cones of vision of the guards, and you'll be fine. Then there'll be some prep missions. Now this is where the upgrades come in. The upgrades will be very useful if you are going to be doing this a lot of the time. If you're going to keep doing this heist. So if you're going to keep doing this heist, you have a moon pool, which is basically where all your vehicles are stored. And my vehicle isn't there right now, but look, there's a helipad right there, and you can also get a submarine, which I haven't bought because I don't find it that useful. But yeah, I'm just going to return my moon pool vehicle to my Kasaka. There we go. Right, there it is. There's my Sparrow helicopter. It's got missiles. It's a very good vehicle, and you can customise it in here. Change. You don't need a hangar, nothing. You may have heard of the Toreador. It's this car that can turn into a submarine. You can store that in here as well, which is very nice. And then the Kraken Avisa, which is a submarine. And yeah, so you're going to do those prep missions. You're going to like steal a plasma cutter, steal a cutting torch, and yeah, just listen to me carefully here. So for your, I'm going to do a whole video on the actual Cayo Perico heist and all the setups, but I'm just going to go over it just shortly, like a short little version. So it's going to ask you what setup missions you want to do, because you don't have to do all of them. That's the main part. Just only do the mandatory ones. So for your approach vehicle, I would go for the long fin. So a Phantom Wedge vehicle, which you don't have because you're poor, would be useful. So I'd go on the map. They'll put out some trucks. Look for a Phantom Wedge. Go in that, and then just go and take the long fin trailer and just take it to the spot where you need to go. They're pretty self-explanatory, and at the bottom it tells you what to do. But sorry, what you also need to do is scope out the drainage tunnel, which I will show in another video. But if you can see, if you go on the map here, if you look in the middle of that island and then go down and see that white patch that is completely white, where that little square is, that's where you want to go on the map. If you go there underwater, there will be a drainage tunnel. So when you're scoping the island out, do that, and then that's where you'll be able to enter, and you can just cut the grate of the drainage tunnel and get in there easily and grab all the loot and then just escape. Yeah, as I said, I'm going to do a more detailed video on that, but that's pretty much how you'll net about, if you do it perfectly, 1.7 million an hour if you do it well, which I think is pretty damn good for considering you are probably earning about 20,000 per like an hour. So yeah, I have to say that is probably one of the best solo making methods I've ever seen. So I hope you found this helpful, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, just comment down what other guides or what other tutorials you'd like me to do. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.